Hi everyone, Dr. Remy from Pain Free and Fit and Posture Size. Today we've got a killer core exercise for you. It's really an advanced one, so make sure you're not a beginner for this one. It's called the Rotational Plank series, and it addresses not only the abdominal muscles and back muscles like the lat or rectus spinae, but also uses the modern concept of core training, which extends down into the pelvic area, the legs all the way to the feet, as well as up and across to the shoulder to engage the rotator cuff and a lot of those crossing or spirally fascially related structures. Hope you enjoy the Rotational Plank series. So the rotational side plank, as I said before, is a great full body core exercise. Remember that just thinking about core as being abdominal and back muscle is a very out-of-date, antiquated thought, and really that's not the way we train in contemporary sports medicine, rehabilitation, and functional fitness, the core anymore. We think of it as a full body system of tension that incorporates our fascial linings and coverings of all our muscles and bones that literally runs from our toenails up to the top of our scalp. We use the rotational plank because it's a three-plane stability challenge, meaning that a lot of planks only challenge one stability, like a side bridge will challenge you side to side, a front plank will challenge you from bending back to front. The rotational plank challenge is all three, both a back to front challenge, a side to side challenge on your body, and a rotational or twisting challenge. And that makes it one of the most powerful core exercises out there right now. It also relies a lot on shoulder stability. So if you haven't built up the strength of your shoulder blade yet, that's something you need to do. Rotator cuff and shoulder stability. If you're not familiar with that kind of training, we have that in our other videos. The lower back, hip, and leg function is also very important. So this is not a beginner or even an intermediate exercise. You have to be able to build up side bridge and front plank position and balancing like bird dogs and other exercises to 3 to 5 minute isometric holds before you should attempt this one. And be very strong in your cuff muscles so that you can handle all kinds of plank variances with the shoulder while keeping it stable. And that brings us to probably the biggest point of this exercise, which is a lot of people will try to do this without knowing what their unique body posture and alignment and mechanical issues are. And they're just looking to hurt themselves. Remember, the whole purpose of good exercise is you want to strengthen proper body function, not dysfunction. You don't want to keep putting more stress on your injured tissues by strengthening your abnormal mechanics and your abnormal alignment and posture tendencies. So if you haven't yet, please get a full body analysis on your body, determine where your mechanical issues are in your joints, where your stability and postural issues are. You can do that either at the Posture Size website or the Pain Free and Fit website. We have a free body analysis there where you can go through your body and learn, where are my problems? Do I hip hike on one side? Do I have a forward or elevated shoulder posture? Do I have a tendency to have weakness in my multifidi or in my foot posture muscles that give me stability through my whole body? Get that all stable, train it, and make sure it's strong before you attempt this exercise. Okay, so with that being said, without further ado, let's go into the rotation plank. We're going to start basically by engaging our core and our unique RPIs, or reverse posture isometrics, to hold our body in a good position based on our own unique problems and analysis first, before we even put our body up into a side bridge, okay? So whatever your problems are in the shoulder, in the lower back, the leg, the hip, get them engaged, get your posture and tension straight, and then you're going to assume a side bridge or side plank position. Your ear, shoulder, hip, and leg will all be on one vertical line. Your head will be pulled back so you don't have forward head posture. Shoulder blade will be back so it's neutral. Arm bone will be centered in the socket with some 30-degree angle rotator cuff tension. Again, we've discussed that on other videos if you're not sure what that is. And you're going to squeeze the top buttock, okay? Making sure the tail is slightly under to engage that buttock muscle and relax the erector spinae. The reason you want to squeeze the top buttock, that connects to the opposite or lower lat, and that's a cross strut of stability across your pelvis and rib cage. In this position, we can also tense the toes down in the sneakers or the shoes. That's going to engage my deepest core muscles. And maintaining shoulder stability, I'm going to rotate forward a little bit. my whole body as a unit rotates forward on my shoulder. Now that's a maybe 15, 20 degree angle. You can go a little further. And there's your plank. That's what you're going to hold. As you're there, you're thinking about your correction. Shoulder stability, buttock tension, abdominal bracing, ready to get punched, toes down. We're challenging twisting stability, side to side stability, and front to back, all in one. Once you build that up to a minute to two, that's a pretty strong core. Now the opposite motion from that is our back rotation. Remember that the rotational plank has two halves to it. It has a front rotation and a back rotation. The front rotation is actually the easier one. The back rotation is really tough on the shoulder. It's great once you have your shoulder corrections down and you've made some strength gains there. And it really challenges the ability for the shoulder to stay centered, especially if you have an anterior malposition of that upper arm. Now again, that's something that we've talked about in other videos and they're on the website. It's where your upper arm slides forward in the shoulder socket due to postural issues and abnormal training like too much internal rotation or chest training and not enough posterior training. The other thing it challenges is a superior upper arm, which is many times a cause of impingement in the shoulder, impingement syndromes. So you want to make sure that when we do this next or last half of this exercise, you're really emphasizing keeping the arm back in the socket and down. That'll promote better shoulder health and really highlight the core tension from your shoulder right down through your feet. So again, we're going to get all our unique RPIs set in terms of tension and correction alignments. We're going to get up into that side bridge position. This time the toes can actually tilt up, okay, towards your kneecap, and we're going to slide or rotate slightly backwards. Now my heels will be down, my toes will be up. Same thing, buttock is contracted with opposite lat, keeping the head back, and there's my back rotational plank position. Again, the further back you go, the harder it is on the shoulder joint. Keep that arm back and down, and keep the pelvis up, don't let it fall. It's a plank, right? You want to be like a straight plank of wood. And there's my back plank position. So there you have it, the front rotational plank and the back rotational plank. Great killer core exercises, but make sure you've got all your corrections down and you've built your fitness levels up to enjoy the benefits of this one.